The world feels loud because you let it inside too easily. News, opinions, other people's tempers. They press against your mind all day, asking for a reaction. Yet you've seen it before. One man stays steady while everything around him shakes. He doesn't rush to speak. He doesn't flinch at insult or panic at uncertainty. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire in collapse. War on the borders, disease in the cities, betrayal in the palace. Still, his mind remained ordered. Not because life was gentle, but because he followed one rule. A rule simple enough to remember, strong enough to hold you upright in chaos. It begins with this understanding: your peace is not given by the world. It is maintained by you. Most people wait for calm conditions before they feel calm. That day never comes. The Stoic does the opposite. He builds calm first, then steps into the storm. If you want to stay steady in a chaotic world, you must learn what deserves your attention and what does not. That distinction is the rule. Everything else follows. Marcus wrote reminders to himself, not speeches to impress others. One line appears again and again in different forms. Ask yourself, is this within my control or not? That question decides your inner state. You cannot control delays. You cannot control another person's mood. You cannot control outcomes once action is taken. But you can control your judgment, your response, your restraint. Most stress comes from trying to command what refuses to obey. You argue with reality and call it frustration. The disciplined man stops arguing. He redirects his effort. Think of a modern example. A message is ignored. A meeting goes badly. Someone speaks carelessly about you. Your instinct is to replay it, to tighten your jaw, to demand that it should have gone differently. Marcus would say, you've misplaced your effort. Calm does not come from fixing the world. It comes from governing your mind. The moment you release what you cannot command, you reclaim strength. This is not weakness. It is precision. Another man's anger is not your responsibility. Noise is not an emergency. Urgency is often manufactured. Marcus warned himself about this daily. Do not be dragged by impressions. An impression arrives fast. An insult feels personal. A setback feels fatal. But feelings are not verdicts. They are signals. You are allowed to pause. That pause is where power lives. Before you react, ask, what story am I telling myself right now? Most people never ask. They act as if emotion were law. The Stoic treats emotion as information, not instruction. Picture someone cutting you off in traffic. The event lasts seconds. The anger can last hours. Why? Because you fed it attention. Marcus would step back and see it clearly. A rushed human. Nothing more. Calm grows when you stop personalizing chaos. Detachment does not mean coldness. It means clarity. Marcus did not withdraw from duty. He met it without panic. You are not asked to abandon care. You are asked to abandon excess attachment. Care deeply. Cling lightly. Think about work. You prepare well. You act with integrity. Then you release the outcome. Most people tie their worth to results they cannot fully control. That creates anxiety. The Stoic ties his worth to conduct. When praise comes, he doesn't swell. When blame comes, he doesn't collapse. Both are external. Both pass. Your calm depends on remembering this daily, especially when pressure rises. A man who needs approval cannot be steady. A man who needs certainty cannot be steady. Calm belongs to the one who stands on principles, not reactions. Marcus reminded himself of impermanence constantly, not to darken his mood, but to sharpen it. Everything you fear losing is already temporary. This is not a threat. It is relief. Chaos feels overwhelming when you believe it is permanent. It never is. Insults fade. Crises resolve. Reputations change. So do victories. So do comforts. Understanding this keeps you balanced. When something goes wrong, you say, this too will pass. When something goes well, you say the same. That is how arrogance and despair are both avoided. Calm is sustained by perspective. Lose perspective and small problems feel unbearable. Marcus trained his mind to zoom out. You can do the same. The rule demands discipline, not intensity. You do not need dramatic practices. You need daily reminders. Each morning, decide, I will meet disturbance without surrendering my character. Each evening, review, where did I react instead of choose? This is how calm is built. Quietly, repeatedly, no audience, no applause. Modern life rewards visible emotion. Outrage travels faster than restraint. Do not confuse noise with strength. The calm man is not passive. He is deliberate. He speaks when useful. He remains silent when noise would add nothing. That restraint is felt by others, even if they cannot name it. Here is Marcus Aurelius' rule, stripped to its core. Guard your mind. Everything else is secondary. Events are neutral until judged. Judgment is yours to shape. When chaos rises, return to this. What is mine to govern? What is not? Release the rest without bitterness. You will not eliminate disturbance, but you will shorten its stay. Over time, people will notice, not because you announce it, but because you are not easily moved. That steadiness becomes your presence. A calm life is not an easy life. It is a disciplined one. Marcus did not wait for peace. He carried it with him. You can do the same. The world will continue to test you. That is certain. What is not decided is whether those tests rule you. Keep your attention narrow, your standards firm, your reactions measured. Chaos will circle, but it will not enter. That is the rule.